Hey, Shalom. This is GMS Any Quickening Spirit. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, double honor to our apostles, which are GMS, and blessed salutations to you brothers who are enduring this truth and sincerity. And you feel women out there that endure this truth and sincerity also. Okay? I wanted to get into this chapter I read a while, and I was going over it in Psalms 89, as you can see, 34th chapter. And the reason why I wanted to go over this because it pretty much is like a summary of the understanding of the Most High choosing us and kicking us out and then choosing us again, or really what we had to do to be chosen, because this is an aspect that naysayers like to go into, saying, with the Gentile being heathens, or they claiming Gentiles are heathens, and they claiming that Israel has been cast off, when there's numerous amount of chapters that a couple that come to mind that are confusing to some, but it shows that the Lord is still dealing with us, even though He kicked us out. Dealing with I believe the one in Jeremiah, Isaiah, when it talks about the great cluster, and the one in Second Ezra when he said He counted us as heathen. Okay. All right, so going into this one in particular, Psalms 89, it says, my covenant, Psalms 89:34, says, my covenant will not break. Okay, first off, it starts off with that. I mean, the whole chapter goes in, but right here it says, my covenant will not break nor alter the thing that is gone out of my lips. Once I have sworn by my holiness, that will I not lie unto David. Okay, so if you read early in the chapter, the Most High chose David. So let me see if I can go back. I have it. Let's see if I can pull it up in my sword. I might not be able to pull it up here because I don't want to lose my spot on this particular chapter. Okay, let's go to 3. Okay. Let's see here, verse 3. It says, I have made a covenant with my chosen. Okay, key word chosen. I have sworn unto David my servant, thy seed will I establish, not the belief, but thy seed will I establish forever, and build up thy throne to all generations. Salah. So let's go back to 35, right? Or 34. It says, my covenant will I not break, nor alter the thing that is gone out of my lips. Once have I sworn by my holiness that I will not lie unto David. His seed shall endure forever. He says it again. And his throne as the sun before me. The sun does not go away. Okay? All right? It says, it shall be established forever as the moon and as a faithful witness in heaven. So that's telling you automatically that the covenant that the Most High made with David is, as far as basically establishing the house of Israel forever. That's the point, okay? That Israel is basically the chosen, and they will be established. They will be the rulers of the earth, type of scenario, okay? But thou hast cast off and abhorred. Thou hast been wroth with thine anointed. So now it's transitioning into a different area of what the Most High is doing, dealing with Israel. He has cast us off, and abhorred means to be hated. Okay, thou hast been wroth, which means to be angry with thine anointed. Who are the anointed? The anointed is Israelites. Okay, and you can really get into it and say, namely the elect, because at the end of the day, the ones that are grafted back in first are the elect. But as a whole, all Israel shall be saved. Okay. All right, or all Israel shall inherit the kingdom. Let me say it that way. Okay, it says, thou hast made void the covenant of thy servant. Now this is where people say, oh yes, see, you're not dealing with Israel anymore. He basically is going to explain how he made void. Let's look at that word void. Let's see here. In the linear Salakia. I'm not used to this type of phone, man. Okay. Void is an R. See here, it stems from Pa'il, the aspect perfect. Okay. See here, then let me go to the actual word. Okay. The R means to abhor, spurn. Said to made void, abhorred. Okay, so or to reject. Okay, that's a good word right there. Reject. Okay, and really abhorred. So the Most High abhorred the covenant. Okay, just as he did with Israel. Let's see if I get back to where I was before. Just as he did with Israel when we were in the wilderness. Okay, what did the Most High do? He said we shall be when he gave the covenant to Abraham. He said we shall be as a sand of the sea. And when he established us, he told Moses that he regret making us, man. And he was gonna cast us off. And guess what? Which he did. He cast off that generation of Israelites that was in the wilderness, and only Joshua and Caleb were the ones that made it into the promised land. You see? So it's the same type of scenario. It's the same type of thing reenacting over and over and over until eventually we get the picture into until the actual core thing happens. Because the thing that was closest to our salvation is Egypt. You know, we got salvation, and they basically woke up, and then they started getting hard-headed, and then everybody started falling off and choosing sides and things like that, and then eventually only a certain amount made it. Okay, and then you had the house of David. The same thing happened, and then it happens over and over and over. But this is like the last time it's going to happen, man. Okay. It says, thou hast made void the covenant of thy servant. Thou hast profaned his crown by casting it to the ground. Okay, by putting confusion. Okay, it says or making it low. Okay, Salakia. It says, thou hast broken down all his hedges. What is the hedges? This is the protection, the Most High. When we're in the Most High's good graces, ain't nobody can mess with us, man. We're unstoppable. Okay, but now that our hedges are down, these nations knew. Okay, and it's going to explain. It says, thou hast brought his strongholds down to ruin. All that pass by the way will spoil him. He is a reproach to his neighbors. Okay, that's going on with our people right now. Okay, thou hast set up the right hand of his adversaries. Thou hast made all his enemies to rejoice. And that's going on right now. We all our enemies are up on high. They're looking down low on us. They're talking all this kind of smack against us. And they're looking at us like the Lord ain't dealing with us, man. It says, thou hast also turned the edge of his sword and has not made him to stand in the battle. You know, that's our people. All this shit that's happening, all these atrocities and so-called hate crimes, and different things of that nature that happen is not, Jake ain't even doing that. They want to protest, okay, which is a vain act, okay, instead of going to war or fighting for the name of Israel, the name of the Most High, really, okay. It says, Salakia, give me a second. The days of his youth has thou shortened, okay. Just like I was saying the other day, man, Jake is having heart attacks and strokes and diseases and dying at a short age at a mass pace, man. Hell, the other day, I know a guy I grew up with, I was in a marching band with, and he had a stroke he had a heart attack at 30, man. 30 years old, man. You know, if that ain't your day short, I don't know what is, man. When we're supposed to live at 80, not only that, we're supposed to live at 1,000 years, man. But in this lifetime, we're supposed to be hitting 80, man. You're supposed to be getting heart problems at like 70, maybe 65, 60, things like that, man. Says thou has covered. Hell, look at all the Jakes, people fucking dying that are celebrities, man. 54 and 40 and, you know. It says thou has covered him with shame. How long, Lord, wilt thou hide thyself? That's why we're in this condition, because the Lord is not looking upon us, man, as a nation. Okay, now as the elect, that's a whole different aspect. Okay, it says, how long, Lord, wilt thou hide thyself forever? Shall thy wrath burn like fire? Remember how short my time is. Wherefore hast thou made all men in vain? So it's to the point. It's like, God damn, you know, like you said in Ezra's, you know, not Ezra's but Baruch. Like, goddamn, you gonna wipe us out or what? You know, because at the rate we're going, we're not gonna make it. You know, so Um, that's something that I wanted to. That's something I wanted to bring out. It's a whole lot more to it, but I just felt like this in particular was a good example of what's to sum up our situation with the Lord. Whereas we were chosen and it's established through the seed. We went off. The Lord turned His back on us, and it basically is going to take you know your mercies and love from the elect to bring us graft us back in. Okay, so yeah. So it goes on and on. I don't want to go into any more of it. I suggest brothers read on their own. So really with that being said, we're gonna say call halal to Yahweh Shimi Al Shai, double honors our apostles slash elders, which are masters in the flesh, because hey, even in here, here's a banger for you niggas that don't believe that you're supposed to have a servant. I mean, have a master over you. In the very same chapter, man. In this very same chapter, in verse 19, let's see here. So like I'm in my car, so I have to turn on my light and turn it off. It says, Thou spakest in vision to thy Holy One, and saidest, I have laid help upon one that is mighty. I have exalted one chosen out of the people. I have found David my servant, with my holy oil have I anointed him, with whom my hand shall be established, my arm also shall strengthen him. The enemy shall not exact upon him, nor the son of wickedness afflict him. And I will beat down his foes before his face, and plague them that hate him. But my faithfulness and my mercy shall be with him, and in my name shall his horn be exalted. I will set his hand also in the sea, and his right hand against in the rivers. He shall cry unto me, Thou art my Father, and my power, and my rock, and the rock of my salvation. Also I will make him my firstborn higher than the kings of the earth. So that's an example. Now the apostles are not David, clearly, but the point is this is an example that the Most High will anoint one person over Yasha Allah. That's the point. Niggas saying that, basically you your own man in the covenant of the Lord. No, what you do is basically reflects on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just like it said in 30, if his children forsake my law and will not in my judgments, if they break my statutes and keep not my commandments, then will I visit their transgression with the rod, and their iniquity with stripes. Nevertheless, my loving kindness will not utterly take from him, nor suffer my faithfulness to fail. So at the end of the day, if the flock goes off, you know what I'm saying, that don't mean that the Most High is going to take away from the covenant that he established with that particular ruler. It says it in the book of the Lord. I don't want to butcher it, but basically saying, you know what I'm saying, that, if you wake somebody up and they start falling off, that really, that doesn't establish the type of man of the Lord you are, okay? Which is going on in GMS. Niggas is falling out because they ain't right, man. What you think that they had, men, it said men of our own fold. It just tells you that, man. You had Judas in Yahweh Shai's camp, man. And does that make Yahweh Shai less of a holy man, less of a man in the Lord's eyes? No. The Lord's faith and what he done establishes his work and his fruit. But also, if somebody falls out, because many fell out because of his teachings, and they also fell out because of other things, but that don't establish the righteousness of Yahweh Shai, man. You understand? So, like I said, with that being said, I'm going to say call law to Yahweh Shimi Al Shai, double honor to our apostles slash elders, which are GMS, and blessed salutations to you brothers out there teaching and doing truth and sincerity, man. And like I said, man, I pray that y'all brothers endure until the end and overcome, man. And fuck y'all motherfuckers that don't want to keep order and who don't want to respect the scriptures as what it is, us going out, coming back in, and y'all can't understand that. Okay? Yahweh Shimi Al Shai, call all Yahweh Shimi Al Shai, Barak La Yala, Barak Yawam, Shalom.